This is where I live, under the bush. Hello guys. We're back in the Forever Project world. Now, we do have an issue. One little issue. This isn't a major issue, it is just a thing that we must be honest with. I'm gonna clip this so people can know. If you are interested in joining my SMP and creating content with me, you must be at least 18 plus years old. I will not have anyone under the age of 18 on the server at all. There's no ifs, buts or maybes. You must be over the age of 18. You also must create Minecraft content. There you go. Those are the two rules. So for those who are messaging who are under the age of 18, sadly you can't join. Now on to the main process of the world. We have to gather resources for our survival island. Not island. Our survival world. So let's get started with that. Further situation that you guys need to know is that we have actually collected a decent amount. So when I stopped the stream last night, I chose to watch some Daniel Craig, watch some the old James Bond. Still got to finish that. And I did this. I collected loads of spruce shelves, which is what we're going to have going up. Just like this, and then another one like that. And it's going to look like this. That is basically what we're going to have on our house. So today we are going to have to find a place for a lovely item called dark oak. So I have the list of items. Like I said last time, I had worked it all out. So for you guys, we need 145 moss. We need 64 oak slabs. We need 149 dark oak logs. We need 58 oak signs. We need 108 dark oak stairs. We need 20 dark oak planks, stone bricks 250, and doors 4. Bear in mind, the the stone bricks is a guess. It is purely a guess, because I could not be bothered to count that many stone bricks that I use for the build. And of course, with the fact of using the stone brick, we will of course have to collect loads of stone. Ultimately, first goal is to probably go to the end. And go, not the end, but like the end stone, the stronghold. There you go. And go there and do it like that. Also, we probably won't get a lot of viewers on today's stream for one reason only. Basically, we have, so for me, we have Linksy on, live streaming right now, and we have FWhip live streaming on right now, and we chose out of all the times that we could stream now, okay? So, fun. I remembered my wife had the Blue Force, and they taste really nice. So we are going to do some hunting. What I might do is might switch over phones so I have the stream on one. Oh. Did you tell the customer we don't sell buckets? It is my bit. Well, I was watching a little video there. That's just blurted on the stream. I don't even know what it's from. There you go. La 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 la. Yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna have my old phone do the chat, and then we'll have chunk base on this phone showing us where we need to go. Hello, Damo. Today we are collecting resources. So it shouldn't be too bad. So the resources that I want today, let me get rid of that. A lot of it is going to be dark forest, so we're going to have to go to a dark forest. And the closest dark forest is... not too far away. So I'm assuming it's east, because I'm about there. So I'm going to say, I'm going to head this direction, just over to there, so then I can see if it's a point of reference. Or is it? Because it actually would be the other way around. Oh, okay. I figured it out. So I can just click on it, it'll tell me the chords. So we need to go to 1256 and minus 9999. Bear in mind, we don't even have a lot of items to make an axe. So this is a fun one. Not sure how long we're going to be streaming for, guys. So buckle in, really. Buckle in and come and have a great time. I'm going to bring some coal with me, just in case I need to make a furnace and to cook iron. Ooh, we shall see what happens. I really hope they lose and West Ham win the next match. Be interesting. Okay, so this is slowly going down. Of course I could use a horse to make it quicker, but ultimately we have just collected as much resources as possible. What I'm thinking of doing once we've built the house is to find the stronghold, beat the Ender Dragon, and then that gives us access, because I want to use some of the blocks in my creation of the the pink castle. So I want to design that in the future and have that on our world. I think it'd be awesome. I also have a lot of food now, because on the way home, last stream, I found so much, like, I found a village, and I basically stole all of their bread. Because why not? Yeah, I was doing it while I was watching James Bond. Because I was like, heck, why not? Step 1, beat the game. I've got to build the house though, because the house is massive, but not. Like, it'll be awesome to have built up, and I think it's going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. And I think the overall video of going, like the actual video of it will be really, really cool, like the different processes of it, because I filmed a couple clips last night. So for this new era, I would say it's a new era of CraftWithCorban. This is what we have. We have me doing normal videos of my house builds. Instead of going like me actually doing it in the video, it's going to be more about, okay, so this is what we've done today, and it's going to be more like what the other guys have been doing for ages, so then I can do the same basically and get loads and loads of views and progress the channel. So then people can watch the video and be like, oh my god, you made such an amazing building, oh my god. Like, I already had a guy comment saying that I made an amazing build, so I thought that was cool. And that's just from design of the actual building. It's not like even if the building's done yet. Yeah. Die demo. I will never forget, sir. I will literally never forget. It's the only downside of having autism and a brain that never forgets stuff. Plus, you're always going to be a moderator, so there's like no point. Oh my god, I've been hit by a skilly bob. Down, skeleton. I could go over or under. Let's go under. Oh, that still doesn't work. I think if we do it the way I want to do it, and I create these massive projects, and stop burdening myself with creativeness, and just go, heck it, I can be as creative with any block as I like, and be as free with creating as much as I can, then will I not only have a greater time playing this game, but I will also open up the game to such a level where creativity is fantastic and a beautiful project. And I think I'll be able to take the overall world to such a high level. Okay, what the heck went on there? I was getting tickled drastically. I don't know what the heck now. Yeah, I get that. Okay, guys, we're here. We're here to cut some trees down. I do like the power look. That's cool. Now we just got to check this is exactly what we want. That, of course, is oak. I cut down the wrong one. I'm assuming it's these. I'm hoping it's not, because it should be these ones. Sure, it's these ones. Yes, it is these. Good old dark oaks. The issue I also have is I didn't think about that. I haven't done like the calculations for exactly how many logs we would need. I just know it's a ridiculous amount. Like, I could have probably looked up how many logs that we need. Jeez, spiders, go away. But like a silly goose, I didn't. So I'm then dealing with my own ramifications. I was doing the calculation. I just, you know, that when you try and calculate something, you're just like, oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll just deal with it then. And old me is now forcing young me, whatever me, to deal with that. I know, right? Nighttime is the greatest time to get resources. So for our safety and my sanity, we shall hide away. And while we're here, we shall dig into this wall. And what we're going to do, guys, is that dark oak. Okay, it's got 11. I was cutting down and cut down. That's annoying. It's very annoying. That was annoying. All I heard was the bottle then. We're going to see if we can find some iron. Iron, are you around here? The stream is back. Why did it dip out? Oh my god, look. Creeper. One, two, three. Oh, okay, mate. Let's just cover that up. Oh, that's annoying. I do feel like I was so unprepared about for this. But anything for our starter house, you know. Gotta make sure that we get the starter house. Nice. Good decent amount of coal. Now we are just waiting for the silly bobs creatures to go away. Yummy. That weirdly is like pretty yummy. Blow, creeper, blow. Nice. That was spruce again. Damn it. I was hoping he was going to shoot him so I could get like something from it. Yay, more spruce. Don't know why I suddenly just grabbed that. Trying to find goddamn dark oak. What's the difference? Okay, this is dark oak then. Cutting down the tree with my fist because it broke. Yeah. Oh, golly gosh. Cut down a tree with a creeper. And nearly dying. Why is there so many creepers in my world? I don't like them. They're very, very weird. It's a terrible mechanic added to the game. I might actually have to make an axe. Yeah, they're just being nice for once, you know. Some people don't realise how nice creepers actually can be. Okay, we then have loads of stone axes. So this is that colour, and then this one is that one. No, it's not. Other way round. No, it's not. Jesus, which one is it? One day. Yeah, I'm trying to find what one. Oh my god, that's Bruce again. It's because it says on chunk base that there's dark oak in its biome. Yay, this is one. So we need, that's my weights, 149. So 149. That's calculator. That wasn't calculator, it was clock, sorry. 149. We have 2 1/4 stacks. That's not too bad. We should be able to achieve that, and then that, of course, is not including what else we need of dark oak. All I can hear is little piggy go oink 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 oink. Slowly cut down this tree. Getting the resources that we need. Realising everything's going on the floor. Because I'm running out of space in my inventory. Okay, so we have a stack and 17. What I'm thinking of doing is with the crafting table is crafting all the ones that we need. So the amount of resources that we need, and then it will allow us to go, okay, so we need this certain amount of items. Now we can craft it. Perfect. And then once we know we have all the resources, then we can head back. Because there's no point leaving this area until we've got all the resources. Perfect. Okay. Can't remember where I put my crafting table. I think it's over here. Yes, it was. Okay. I saw it and had no time to react. Where is my crafting table? My crafting table got blown up. Let's head back into my little cave then. For my own safety. So we are then gonna grab this. Go boom boom boom. Crafting table. So what we're going to do is then look at how much we need overall. So oak slabs, 64, we need a stack of them, which is not too bad. And then we need dark oak stairs and planks. So let's make a stack of slabs. I'm going to turn these all into them. Just get rid of some of this other fluff. Now we're basically going to make slabs. We've got 60 there, and I literally need 4 more. There you go. Ooh, that's a long time to add. So we've got 64 dark oak slabs. That is then, of course, goes a decent amount. And then let me just create a chest with these, so I can get rid of some of this rubbish in my inventory. Okay, don't need that. That's. Okay, let's move that into there. Now we have that, we can move that all. And then, yeah. Cool. So now we have that. We need... How much left do we need? We need dark oak stairs, 108. So that means... we need 1/2 stacks. So far we can make 56. So we need 52 more to go. So that's how you do it. We'll just make all these so we can get some. There you go, that's a stack. And then we need 108, wasn't it? Yeah, 108. So we'll do 64 plus 24. That's 40. There you go, that should 44 plus 64 equals 108. So yeah, now we should have enough stairs, which is perfect. We now need 20 oak planks, which we can literally just do this. There you go. We have dark oak planks. We then also need logs, and we have none because I used them all to make into planks like a silly goose. So now we've got the shelves and the slabs. We can write those off on our list. We just need to get 149 logs. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Of course, it's always night time. It's always inconvenient. For our own safety, let's barrier up the area. We'll leave that be for now. Yeah, once we've got all the resources, we're pretty much capable of then making our house. But I'm excited to see how it all goes. Because we still need to decide what the inside of the building is going to look like. It's going to be very, very interesting overall to see how our area is built. So let's do some digging. Because why not? We'll cut down some trees. Okay, let's go back in our house. No. That did not want us to go out. So, if you guys haven't seen the last stream, that we are building a starter base. This is a lovely starter base with a lovely moss roof. So, the items that we need to get at the moment, which we still are to try and get, of course, are moss and doors, oak signs, and stone bricks. Once we have achieved that, then we can fundamentally be like, cool, we've reached what we needed to get, so then we can build the house. Ultimately, the one that's going to be the easiest will be the stone bricks, but the longest. Not because it's like stone. It's just that it's going to take a while to collect that much items and then have stone be cooked. Cobblestone be cooked into stone. It's not really that much. It is just a couple stacks of cobblestone. And then once that's done, you then have to, of course, like I said, cook it. So that takes a amount of like cobblestone, coal, and you have to go from there. And that itself becomes a definitely arduous task. And then turn the stones into bricks, and then use those bricks to craft everything. So yeah, pretty long circumstance / situation. So once that's done, we can then really get started with our builds. Fundamentally have something really cool as our house for our forever project, which I think will be fun. So I think it's going to be really enjoyable. Because I actually can't wait to have a base that I'm super proud of. So yeah. Just got random stuff in there for now. Wow. It's gonna attack this. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So many creepers. We shall stay in here. There's me constantly thinking that it's a wise idea to leave the cave. At this point, I might just drink that drink with the open lid. Oh yeah, I'll show you this, guys. It's a stormtrooper in his swimming trunks. La la la. That's from my Death Star that my wife got me. Yes, a shirtless stormtrooper. If you know anything like or have any culture, you would of course know about the Family Guy episodes where they recreate Star Wars. Or you have no, I have not built the Lego set yet. Of course I have built the Death Star. I am stacked up with Lego sets to build. I have a Lego Mario set to build. I have a Lego Batman set to build. I have a Lego Spider-Man set to build. I also have a special other set to build, along with Sauron. And then I have a Japanese sets to build, which they need to come first because I think they're going to be cool. I've got to get around to building stuff. I might do that today. I might throw out the clothes in the living room and watch some TV or watch a movie. So yeah. Yeah. We are literally just waiting for it to be stop being dark. There you go. Now we can come out. Oh, hidey hole. Good damn creepers. Oh, that didn't count. Thought the creeper would mean it would drop a head or something. Ah. No, it was goddamn spruce again. I do think spruce is my least favourite plant now. I just think it's terrible. How inconvenient was that zombie? Okay, so we have those. Is that what I'm looking for? You know, it's so annoying. Just making sure, like, no, that's spruce. I bet you'll cut into that and that's spruce. Yep. At least I now know where spruce is if I want it. I know there's some dark oak, like dark thing nearby. So if I need to, I'll go there. Yeah, spruce again. Oh god, run. There's no point doing that. It's about to get a skeleton and then a zombie up my butt. Nah, I'm not for that, sir. I do not like those. Okay, so this is spruce. Why do these creatures never leave me alone? So I hate working in a goddamn, like, area where there's no sunlight. This is dark. Oh, okay. Cool. Because we need a lot of these. The more we collect, the better it will be. in the long run. I'm also hoping that once I do that big video, we'll get loads more people coming to watch. It would be nice. The bonus of having like loads more people coming to watch is your other videos that you've posted online also get a massive boost of viewership. Oh, okay. So that is something that's... Are they now equal points with West Ham? So it's all up to the... I know they're 1 point ahead. Yeah, so West Ham have to win now in the next match to get ahead of them. If they don't, of course, they lose. I joked to a friend of mine saying that he can thank Arsenal. That if West Ham go down this season, then Spurs fans should thank Arsenal. Yeah, 2 points ahead, okay. Yeah, so West Ham must win their next game, and Tottenham need a win, or they could accidentally risk going down, which will be sad and hilarious. Okay, we got 64, but I have a load of rubbish, so I barely think I'm collecting some of this. I'm hoping I'll collect a lot more of the actual flat saplings, so I don't have to come back. Okay. It's not too bad of a teams to play. It could be something cool. I'm just looking forward to the Arsenal Champions League final. I think that's going to be cool. Okay, we clicked in all those. 37, so that's a decent amount so far. Of course I know it's 64 plus 7. Oh, okay, Chelsea need to help out West Ham. Chelsea ain't been playing the best lately, they're just terrible at the moment. A friend of mine supports them. It's what I always find of... Okay, this is my opinion of Chelsea football fans. So if you like Chelsea, my bad. But I do find that Chelsea fans are always the ones where they'll slag off the manager, say he should be sacked, and then if they win a match, they're like, oh my god, Chelsea's so amazing, all this. But then the team they've won is like some 19th or 20th in the league, and it's like, dude, you guys won them because they're like 5 points. And then they act like it's like the World Cup final and type shit. It's like, dude, you've just won like the minimalist amount of points against a team that like is struggling to even stay up. That's true. So let's calculate that quick. 64 plus 64. Just make sure, let's see if we have the right logs. Okay, ironically, we need four more. We need 4 more of these. We should then technically have the correct amount of logs that we need for the build. So, let's head home. And then basically what I'm going to do is look for a lush cave. Yeah, like people want managers to leave instantly. It's like, dude, come on. Like, you can't just constantly ask for your manager to be out. It's a ridiculous, like, acknowledgement of how little they know about football. Like, a manager can't get a team from garbage to golden in a year. They need time with that team, especially if they've never had that team before, to actually grow and develop that team. So I always find it funny when, like, people just say stuff about football and it's like, come on. It's funny. I do like the leaf litter. I think it's very, very cool that this is in the game now. Really does add the extra, like, section of the game. Of course, it could be, like, even worse. So, even better. But then that's, like, future situations. I'm running around. Let's go back to the little village. Is that a little village? Nope. Yeah, agreed. Definitely finding. Ugh. Definitely. La 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 la. Ironically, I just have picked like the worst time to stream. But yeah, let's stream on a Monday when you have all the famous Minecrafter YouTubers stream on YouTube as well. Yay. What a smart decision, Corban. What a smart decision. One day we'll look at our sub count and be like, wow, we're at 1 million subscribers. It's all because we kept pushing through. Y'all kept on going. I'm massively gone the wrong way. I'm going to need to look up my coordinates. So once we've got the moss, all we technically then have to do is have the moss come to us. Not come to us. Not come to us. We have to bone meal it, so then it keeps developing and then we'll get it from that. So that's where we're supposed to be. Okay, so now I've got how. So it's minus 180 something. Oh, it's past there, yeah. Now I remember. We have gone so far away. And ironically, it's going to be nighttime soon. Don't I love running through the ground when it's night? I do love this game. It has been one of those creative games that I've never thought I would enjoy, but I have the entire time I have been playing this. There's been times where, of course, Of course, the creativity behind it, you can then really do much. But like today, what we're doing is just collecting loads of resources ready to build our starter house, which I think will be fantastic. Yeah, I do agree. I'm trying to think of what game I would say I enjoy more than this. I don't think I do have a game that I enjoy more than Minecraft, to be honest. Well, if I did, my YouTube channel would be on that game, but it's on Minecraft. One game that I did enjoy more than Minecraft when I was playing it a lot was Call of Duty. I enjoy playing COD way more, but then COD just got boring. So I was like, ugh, can't be bothered anymore. Don't like this game. Just stop playing it. Plus it got to the point where I was like paying 60 quid for a game that's not even finished yet. I was like, I don't want that anymore. Yes, good old zombies. I was okay playing zombies, but I was more a multiplayer type person. I don't think I ever prestiged in any of the versions I was playing, so I'm hoping the marker isn't just sending me on a wild goose chase, which I think it is. Nice. Yep, it is just sending me on a wild goose chase. Let me jump on here then. Let me go back to have a look, because what I think I've done is I forgot to add the villages back onto it. That's weird. That's very weird. We have a look on here where I were. Oh my god, I've run like to my marker on my map, not to the actual location of my house. My location of my house is like 600 blocks that way. Silly goose. So let's head this way. Yeah, I've got the quartz up for it now. What a silly, silly guy. Ah. So 1,800 is what we're actually aiming for. Then we can get home. And then we look up where we can find moss. And that will be what our next goal is. I want to get moss before we get anything else. Yeah, grab that. Perfect. Because once I have moss, I pretty much know then it is just stone to get. Like I said, it's not hard to get. And then we can't technically. Technically, we can then start building the house overall, and then let's just prepare the coordinates. Yeah, so the plan is to go to a lush cave, get as much moss as possible, then take it out and place it near a house, and basically bone meal that like crazy to turn blocks around us into moss and repeat the cycle of that. I don't know how long that will take us, but luckily for us, we don't need an extreme amount of moss. The amount of moss we do need is a lot, but not too crazy, so it could be fundamentally pretty easy. It's the stone bricks that are going to be a little bit harder, because it's just then about the dimensions of it as well, guys. It's making sure the dimensions of what we're doing is perfect. And then we've also got to remember, okay, if it is also just the dimensions, we also got to remember the stuff that we need to do around here, which is terraforming this area to make sure it's nice before we even build on it. My house is around here. There's my house. We are back. Quickly get in bed. Quickly get in bed. There you go. Perfect. I think the coordinate I was heading to was where I spawned in. So it like took me right to the beginning. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Spruce in there. We don't need the spruce planks. We don't need this. We don't need those. We do need that and all the rest of it. Okay, so we're going to put it in our little chest out here, which is prepared for everything. So we need to put those in there, that's in there, that's, these. And then what we're going to do is just going to put these at the bottom just in case we need them. And so far this is what we need. And then technically we could put the cobblestone there, but there's no point right now. And then we do need to get some oak as well for the ginormous order of oak signs, which is 58. So I don't know how many, because that's a stick. It's a stick and a couple signs. So technically we can use the dog oak / the spruce to create a load of sticks and then use those as our little covers. So let's do some oak cutting, which actually would have been beneficial if we did that before I even came over here, because I want it to be all oak. So I'm going to cut down all this rubbish. Take away some oak from these guys. Now I have been looking at the area, and it's not the best area. There is a lot of like gaps in the terrain that will need to be improved as time goes along. So it will be something that we'll have to constantly work on before I deem it acceptable to put a purple castle, so a pink castle in the surrounding world. So we want to make sure if we do that, it's going to be very nice. And I don't have a particular place for our base yet, because I did say I want it like, I think in here. It just doesn't look good. So it will be something that we'll decide once we've got all the resources for it, and then we can particularly guess or choose where we take our area. So let's put these in here, and then we will go to our crafting table at our base and see how many signs we can get, and then go from there really. La 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 la. Sugar baby. I should have not that much to do. So it's 6. So technically for 58 oak signs we need 6 times that, which is 340 divided by 64. We need 5 stacks and a half of oak planks to make that amount of signs. But of course the bonus of it, we actually also just only need 58 to create our super easy sticks. Well, actually, if you're right, we need to double that. We need 116. Only because it takes 2 planks to make 1 stick. So yeah, a lot of wood for our beginning house, guys. I haven't started like working on the inside yet of the actual house, designing it yet, because I haven't seen a good inside yet that I want to use, or like want to get inspiration from. Getting all the sticks. Nice. So we got 4 already. So let's get 6 stacks. Okay, we got 16, so we need a bit more. We'll get down this one. Lost a pick. Lost our axe. You know, resource gathering. Oh, it's so fun. In the way of like, my mind is so calm and relaxed. Like, I've had a couple stressful days, so it's nice just to come in, do some gathering, talk to you guys, have a chilled stream. Then of course, as you guys get more and more into watching the streams, better it'll be, more views it will get, and it won't be long. I'll be doing this full time and I'll be having a great time. Ooh, okay. I see that take. And I disagree only because I've never played Guitar Hero. I've seen it been played, but I personally have not played it. But if we're talking about skill, we're talking about pure skill. Oh my god, yes, way, way ahead. Oh, well, that's why you should have checked. I should have checked. Okay. We now have this amount. What we're going to do is we're going to take away some... So we're going to put these in here. Because if not, we'll end up with something that we're not used to. So we're going to take those instead. And then make those all into sticks. That should be enough. Okay, sick, man. I have heard it's a fantastic game. It's just never been a game that I've had the patience, let alone the price. It's like the financials to get into it. Because of all, like, buying the set of thingies you need. Oh my god. It only comes... This is so frustrating. I want to cry because I forgot they only go in 16s. How inconvenient. Do they not think that maybe I don't want to just have 16 signs and I want a stack? Better be goddamn worth it. Okay, so we got... So 12 stacks plus 6. So... Get the old calculator. Times 16 plus 6 equals 198. Oh, I'm a tit. I am such a silly goose. So I needed 58. I needed 58. God damn it. So I needed 58 signs. Not 198 signs. So I've gone massively overboard with this calculation here. It is a terrible, terrible calculation of my own. So what, yeah, like 2.0, Stampy's Garden coming in. 2.0, guys. Okay. So, now that we've done that, actually need a way. Collect, keep the stuff that we do need. We don't need those 12. We definitely don't need that. Don't need that or that. Bundles always worth having. Stone axe is always worth having just in case. And of course we have iron just in case we need to make anything of value. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to get ourselves some food. We're going to make some bread. Then we're going to see where we can find a lush cave, and I'm hoping one is close because I can't be bothered to travel too far in my world to find some moss. So I'm having a look if I can just get up on here. Sure, stronghold. Which hot? Doesn't say. That's annoying. Wonder if it's on here. Aha, it is. Nice. So okay, so ironically slash supposedly near where I live there's a ginormous lush cave. So my phone keeps tapping on the thing. There's a ginormous lush cave. So that'll be where we have to go. So in the next stream we should start creating everything that we need. Well, terraforming. I'm still not sure where we're going to have our house. Would be cool to have it there. Like, looking across that. Let me have a look. Okie dokie, yeah. Yeah. I don't mind terraforming either, so it's like, I really don't mind. But yeah, you have this. Which itself is really, really cool. It's very iron rich because you can tell there's iron over there, copper there, copper up there as well. Those are little watery bits. It's not too bad. Yeah, something that's been bugging me. Just gonna come over here. Fix this. There. Nice. Now it flows properly. It's not held up by some silly blocks. I have picked a really weird place to live. Because you have this. And that's blocked off as well. And now, look, I've just set it off. We just freed the water. Which overall is very nice. So, let's start headed towards the coordinates of a lush cave. So, we want to go... How low is it? So it's not... Okay, so it's underground, but not too low. So it's minus 115 and then plus 116. So this way? Yeah, that way. So it's that way. So we should then be able to find Lush Cave. Get ourselves loads of lush stuff. I'm hoping we can get some of the flowers, because I would love to use the flowers on the roof. But of course I have I'm not closed from the idea of certain flowers going on there, because heck, it is overall creativity. So just being creative is fun. Let's land in here. Thought it might be a bit safer. And then jump, jump. Nice. La 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 la. Try and find some lush caves. Once we found like lush caves, it's gonna be so much fun. Because then the creativity just keeps on flowing. Like, I feel like I have to be like a proper Minecraft YouTuber. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to have Netherite unlocked already, Beacon unlocked, fought the Ender Dragon 100 times, fought the Guardian or whatever, and beaten everything in the game. That's how it feels like sometimes. These guys are doing it super fast. It's like, what do you mean you don't have a beacon on day 4? Like, come on, catch up, bro. Yeah, I have enough iron for a shield, but I'm not going to make one at the moment. I'll probably make one in a bit. I'm going to just save the amount of iron that I have in my inventory for if I need any more pickaxes. Because I don't want to waste stuff on pointless stuff. So I need it on pickaxe. And then once I go back to the house and collect maybe some of that iron, I'll be able to then use it ultimately. Okay, so my minus needs to be in the 155, which ironically might be up here. So Lush Caves should technically be when this is at 116. And I should dig down and I should be at Lush Cave. So technically a Lush Cave should be about here. Of course it doesn't say how deep it is towards the Lush Cave, so of course benefit of the doubt, of course. I was gonna say, you know what would be really good right now is if we had torches. Or like oi, dum. Ah, it's getting dark, that's why. Dum-dums, diddy-dum-dum. Okay, well we don't need that much anymore, so I'll leave it how it is. There it is. Oh my god, there it is. Bow chicka wow wow. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it beautiful, guys? Look at all that lush cave stuff. All that moss. Can we all agree how awesome this is? Did we expect to see this? No, we did not. We did not expect to see this. And we all know that I really want to jump. I really want to jump, but I know there's lava. And I know it'll be such a risk. I'd die instantly. And if you are like me, you've come to realize one thing. I did not bring any other wood to craft anything. So, I won't be able to craft a crafting table unless I get to there. Take some of that. So I'm basically like digging into the wall. Jesus Christ. Digging into the wall to try and get further to there. I could drop down into that, but then it will be super dangerous and ridiculous. Yes, you aren't wrong. You aren't wrong. Now, I could, of course, go get a water bucket if I wanted to. Or, for my own safety, sanity, because we all know I'm bad at parkour. We'll leave that there, you know, just for safety. But we shall do the old-fashioned spiral staircase down for safety and future ability to do this. We won't do a spiral staircase down because it seems we would die instantly. We did it that way. I'm just basically making my way downtown. And then any bit where I'm finding that it's not good, you then just like avoid it. Perfect. Nice. Yep. I forgot something very important. Damn. It is getting late. Yeah, I can't survive that. I'll just die instantly. It'll be actually pointless. Bashing on a rock with my fist. So what happens when you're silly like me? Oh, it broke. Okay. I was gonna think hopefully then we can use those as like points of stuff. Oh no. Wrong way. Because it has moss carpet as well, which is cool. Gonna break that, and then we'll use the block underneath that as our lever point to do this. Then that allows us to come down. Then we can do this. I love Minecraft. Because we can do weird stuff like this, where I can now use certain blocks to create a path down. Boom. There you go. We have now made an efficient, well, semi-efficient way of getting down, which is a bonus. And then what we do then is go over this with those torches that I made previously. What block is this? Oh my god, not again. You know, when you light up a place and you realise it's pointless. Okay, dude, I'm leaving you alone now. You can sit in that cave. Okay, so there's nice iron around here. Some lava as well. Is that a dead axle? It's a brown one. Get in the water. I will say, this is something awesome. You know what this reminds me of? It's like Lord of the Rings. Like, it's proper old school Lord of the Ring type look to it. This is awesome. Because you got some squids. Probably got redstone down there. Maybe diamonds as well. Should be cool. Anyway, we're here for one thing and one thing only. And that is surviving. Oh, god damn. Run. I got the high ground, Alican. Silly Alican Skywalker. So, like I said, I need a ridiculous amount of moss. The amount of ridiculous is I don't know yet. I actually forgot what the ridiculous amount of number we needed. So, let's have a look. 145. So that's blocks itself. So we could technically just mine out as much of this as we can and get those. So can then have some coal. Aww. What have you got? Like coal or something? If it's worse than the coals, then I will feel. Ah, oh, what you got? I'm dying, Corbin. That's what I'm doing. I'm dying. You're like, ah. Fever. Oh, that's the worst. Where you're like, anything that you do makes you hot and you're like, oh my god, I'm boiling. I've only had it as a kid. I'm literally just going around breaking everything, collecting up as I go along. And if I collect some of like the tree plants, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I understand that. I'll tell you this. So I have a friend. Oh, I don't know if he counts me as his friend anymore. I never know with this. So I had a friend back in the day, many years ago, when he was a little lad. He had leukemia, and one time I think I forgot, or someone else had forgotten, he had leukemia. And one of us goes, "Oh my god!" As a kid, having a cold was like the worst thing. And we all had forgotten, and then he said, "No, boys, I think I've got one better than you." And we forgot. And he goes, "I think leukemia as a kid was the worst." We're like, "Fuck." Bear in mind, this is a very close friend of ours. So. And he's a Spurs fan, so. Oof. Okay, so we have 64 plus 8. Nice. Now, he would always joke about it as well. And you know, like when someone jokes about it to the point you don't know it's true. But then luckily he had friends that I was friends with who were like childhood friends. So when he was like joke about it, they were like, "No, he's actually serious." We were like, "Oh shit. Okay." And I always think, like, if you have a sickness or something that has affected your life, there's only one way of handling it, and that's laughing about it. And it can be really tough for some people because it merits on the individual, and like, can they make a joke about it, can they not? Okay, so technically I have enough of the moths. Now we could, of course, explore this whole area and go further down and look around a bit more. But, and we have an abundance of clay if we want. So that'll come good in the future. But I am under the impression that we can dive very easily down here. So I'm thinking in the future, this is definitely going to be a place that we have to come to in again. Damn. You were very sick, sir. That's a lot for a kid. I was lucky. I just got sick sometimes. But like my mum would rush me out to the hospital all the time. Bear in mind, I can't remember what I was sick with, but I was pretty much sick with pretty much everything. So as a kid, I would get like the worst stuff of it. So like, someone would get like a simple cold, and I just wouldn't, and I would just end up getting like a cold that goes into an ear infection. I'm like, oh god. But I never got like anything like as bad as what you've got. You had. Yeah. There you go. That's what happens when you don't consent. Spider thingy there. So in the future, if we need to. Oh, so this is actually pretty cool, lush cave. So I'm gonna see if I can get it up on my phone for you, just to show you how big this actually is and how tiny my coordinates are comparative. So I don't know if it shows, But this here is where we are. This is the full lush cave. And then close you have a second lush cave there. You then have that big blob. Then you have those big blobs. And then it's ridiculous. Typical stream. Lagging. It's probably getting confused, like, what do you mean it's super late, Corban? What you do? What are you doing? Okay. I'm trying to think, is this how I get out? I can't remember. Yeah, it was. Okay, perfect. And then we have to get home. So, to get home... I've totally mucked this up now. There you go. To get home, I need to go there. Okay, perfect. So to get the coordinates up. So it's minus 300 and then 180. So it might be this way. Is it this way? Yep. So it's that way? Yeah, it's more that way. Cool. Well, we've done pretty good. I think we've got all of the resources that we need. Except, of course, cobblestone. That will be its own little shenanigans that we have to deal with. But I'm pretty happy with what we've got. La la la. No, my wife should be coming home tomorrow. Not to my house, but to her mother-in-law. She's feeling much better. So fingers crossed, my wife can come home and our daughter can go see her mummy. Because my daughter and my wife's been at hospital pretty much for the last week and a bit. That's why streams have been a bit off. Cause I've been so stressed with that. And then my daughter's at her auntie's and uncle's because I have to work in between going up to the hospital, all that fun stuff. Yes, sir, that's good. On my way home. Lava. Imagine if I fell in right then. Living my best life. Okay. Jump over this. I love it that we're in, what, day 19, still no proper house, still no starter base. I am thinking of just removing where it says days played, because it doesn't really matter in this. We're just here having fun ultimately. There's my house. Damn it. Nice. Perfect. Okay, we're home. We're home. We had a good night's sleep. Everything. Good. And we got some azalea. And some flowering azalea. And loads of moss carpet. So, that could come into a cool fact. Okay, I just want to see something. That does make cool carpet. You know what I mean? That could be a design in the future, maybe. We'll see. Well, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you for coming along. It has been an awesome stream. We have streamed for 1 billion hours. Or, I don't actually know. We've streamed for nearly 2 hours, which is nice. Thank you for coming along. Next stream we will be, of course, preparing the house, preparing and building our lovely house, so then it should be all good and ready to go. But yeah, perfect. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.